What you need in the building? How's everybody doing? This is a very quick stream. This is not going to last very long. I want to talk a little bit about Shakur Stevenson versus Artem Haratunian, like it says there in Shakur's defense. Um, there's a couple things I want to talk about. Today I will not be on screen, but this is brought to you by Live Products, or LIVE Products, sorry. Live or Live Products. Live now. We live now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me talk about a couple of things, okay? First and foremost, there's been a big backlash on Shakur Stevenson and people talking about he had pillow gloves and he can't fight, he can't knock out nobody and stuff like that. Listen. First and foremost, and I'm also people talking about how Shakur, the crowd got up and was leaving the fight and blah 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 blah. Listen. First and foremost, you gotta understand. Shakur was on his last contracted bout with Top Rank. Okay, and ESPN, as we all know, they work very closely with Bob Arum's Top Rank. Okay, in fact, the show was a Top Rank show. Okay, now Shakur fought in his home city of New Jersey, Newark, and the turnout was ridiculous. In fact, two very important things. Shakur Stevenson had the highest view rating of any boxing bout on ESPN for this year. Higher than Teofimo Lopez. People want to say Teofimo is exciting, whatever. Teofimo Lopez didn't have a good showing in his last two fights. Teofimo Lopez didn't get the two opponents that he had to face out of there. People keep forgetting that. And Shakur Stevenson had a higher viewer rating than Teofimo Lopez, and Shakur Stevenson had a higher turnout. 12,000 people turned out for Shakur Stevenson in Newark, New Jersey. Teofimo Lopez can't even get a decent 4,000 people out. Okay? So when we hear people say, Shakur is boring, people turn out to see him. And if he's so boring, why does he have the highest viewership on ESPN? If he's so boring. So the facts do not support the narrative. I listened to two black brothers, Mace and Cameron, try to go in on Shakur. Always, our own people, our own black people turn against us and fulfill the narrative of some racist white people. Okay? Bob Arum and ESPN set it up to make Shakur look bad. That was the narrative they made. They showed people leaving the arena in the 12th round. Guess what? Any blowout fight where they already know the verdict, people get up and they leave because they know, okay, we ain't getting the knockout. Now, there was a certain points in the fight, round 6, round 5, round 9, where people thought Shakur was going to knock out Artem Haratunian. But Artem's a tough dude, and Shakur even said Artem's got some pack in his punch. Right? And let's not forget, this is the same Artem Haratunian who was giving Frank Martin the fits. Like, you guys forget about that. Right? This is a guy who fought Frank Martin. Gave Frank Martin a tough fight. Shakur made it look easy-ish. All right? You still have to respect Artem's power. The problem with Shakur was that he didn't step on the gas at certain points. He was supposed to step on the gas and get Artem out of there. It wasn't that Shakur couldn't get Artem out of there. He could have. On several separate occasions, he could have. But he didn't step on the gas. You get the guy hurt and you press it. You overwhelm him with punches. You put combinations together and you start overwhelming him with punches. And Shakur didn't do that. And I guess his grandfather was adamant about that. It's not just about letting your hands go. It's about once you get the guy hurt, now you step on the gas on him. You put some pressure on him. Shakur was walking this guy down all night long. all night long after the fourth round. Another thing that Shakur abandoned, he really did move away from, was his jab. He had a very good jab. He was mixing it up to the body. On the inside, Shakur can fight very well on the inside. So people are talking about excitement and all this bullshit. But the truth is, ESPN decided to make this guy look bad because he's moving away from Bob Arum. And from what I hear, rumors are, he signed with Floyd Mayweather. He's with Mayweather Promotions. And he's probably going to get that fight with Tank at PBC. Now, people are talking about how, he didn't do enough. He's not a pay-per-view star. So, he can't demand certain things from Tank. Well, listen. What I can tell you is this. Frank Martin wasn't a pay-per-view star. Ryan Garcia wasn't a pay-per-view star. Hector Garcia wasn't a pay-per-view star. Leo Santa Cruz wasn't a pay-per-view star. Mario Barrios wasn't a pay-per-view star. So why are you telling me about he needs to be a pay-per-view star to face Tank Davis? As I said before, a lot of people are into the Tank Davis boxer protection program. Y'all making all kinds of stupid-ass excuses for why a fighter shouldn't face Tank Davis. When it was Devin Haney versus Tank Davis, y'all calm down now because y'all saw Ryan Garcia cheat. And you saw Devin Haney get dropped 3 times with Ryan Garcia. But truth be told, y'all was afraid that Devin Haney would face Tank Davis and expose him. And y'all are afraid that Shakur Stevenson would face Tank Davis and expose him. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Shakur is that fighter to beat Tank Davis. Now we're hearing about Tank Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko. That's an interesting fight as well. And I fancy Lomachenko's chances against Tank Davis. Because while we have seen Tank Davis knock out a lot of guys, all those guys Tank Davis faced, he had distinct advantages over them. And 2, more importantly, they weren't on the level of a Lomachenko, of a Shakur Stevenson, of a Devin Haney, of a Teofimo Lopez. These are all top tier fighters. Not even on the level of George Kambosos. Not even on his level. In terms of accomplishments, and in terms of opponents fought. So Tank Davis hasn't proven himself. Y'all say he proved himself. He hasn't proven himself. He has never faced a number 1 fighter or a number 2 fighter or a number 3 fighter in any division. He's been picking off and choosing opponents so he can look good, spectacular, and get knockouts. And most of these opponents never been world champions. Some of them have been fake world champions, but they've never been true, authentic world champions. The only guys that he's had faced, which were real world champions at the time he faced them, was Leo Santa Cruz, who was a much smaller guy than him. Okay? And Jose Pedraza. That's the only 2. Isn't that crazy? So this dude, he ain't really, after all is said and done, his opposition is poor. Piss poor. Compared to Shakur Stevenson, who is probably the least in terms of top tier opposition out of everybody else. Devin Haney faced, I'm talking when they actually were world champions when he faced them. He faced Regis Prograis, George Kambosos. Okay, these were actually world champions when he faced them. Okay, Teofimo Lopez. He faced Vasily Lomachenko. He faced the African Kid to win the IBF title, and he faced what's the guy's name? The Scottish kid at 140, who was, I think, the WBO champion at the time, and Lee Neal champion at the same time. That kid, I forgot what his name is. Jack Catterall whooped his ass. All right, so he faced 3 world champions. As they were world champions when he faced them. Devin Haney faced 2 world champions when they were world champions, when he faced them. Okay? So what I'm saying is, Tank has a longer career than all those guys. And he's only faced 2 world champions when they were world champions when he faced them. He's now a two-weight world champion because he got the WBA title because Devin Haney moved up. You know, this dude Tank is over fucking rated. Just like how Mike Tyson was overrated, this guy Tank, he's overrated. He brings excitement, but he's fake as fuck. So I'd love to see him face Vasily Lomachenko. See him step up in levels to see what he could do. I'd love to see him face Shakur Stevenson. Love to see him face Devin Haney. The very best in every division. Lomachenko is a world champion. Shakur Stevenson is a world champion. Okay. Now, if Shakur Stevenson goes with Mayweather Promotions, him and Cormel Moulton, they'll be promoted for sure. Shakur Stevenson is that dude. He'll get the paycheck and everything. I'm sure he's get the Tank fight, and I'm sure he will do well. And he more than likely might beat Tank because I don't see Tank beating Shakur. And he's getting stronger with it. He's talking about building strength. So the stronger he gets, the better it will be for him. Remember, he came up from Super Feather. So Shakur Stevenson may be poised in the absolute greatest situation to beat Tank Davis, to make Tank look ordinary. Okay, and a lot of y'all will be shocked when he faces Tank and beats him up. And like I said before, Shakur's a guy, he's punishing. His shots, I was listening to the shots, were hard shots he was hitting Artem. Now, Keyshawn Davis was punching with even more veracity, and he got his opponent out of there. Artem Haratunian, of course, being a world-class champion, he was a little bit more difficult to get out of there, and Artem was still fighting back. And Shakur's allowing him to fight back. That's the only thing. Shakur, he should have shut him down completely and made him go defensive completely, you know, and beat him up, just like what Keyshawn did to his opponent. Of course, it's different levels. Artem being a much more experienced fighter and at a higher level than the other guy who was a top contender, but never really won any championship like Artem did. And Artem does have skills, so it is what it is. But the other guy was more of a Mexican fighter, so he was more aggressive. Artem wasn't making the mistakes that guy was making, and he's protecting his body pretty well, by the way. But I wanted to talk about this because there's several different things I noticed about this sport of boxing, the politics of it. And if you guys don't see the politics of it, you're going to get deceived by the narratives, and you're going to actually follow the narratives like Mace and Cameron did, where they stupidly talked about what they don't understand, right? Shakur can punch, clearly can. He hurt Artem several times in the fight, showing that he can punch, okay? And Artem's a tough dude, and like Shakur said, he's a big, tough dude, Eastern European fighter. And the other thing Shakur talked about was his eyes compared to Tank Davis's power. And I'm not saying Tank don't have eyes either. Tank has eyes. Tank is a seasoned boxer, has a lot of skill. He just happens to have some extra oomph in his power. He's a very accurate fighter as well. But I just think that Shakur has everything to give Tank the fits, right? You've seen Tank get outboxed a number of times, as we've seen Canelo get outboxed a number of times. And I just think that Shakur is Tank's kryptonite. I think Devin's his kryptonite. And he's now got the balls. He grew some balls to face Lomachenko. And Lomachenko is right now, he's in fine form. So Loma's going to give him, he's going to give him the fits. And because Loma pivots a lot. And Tank's not this tall dude. So Loma's going to give him the fits for sure. And we're going to find out how good Tank is. He's not going to stop Loma. I'm saying that right now. That's not going to happen. So he's going to have to figure out a way to take the play away from Loma, and I'll box him. You know, so we'll see. But I think that if he takes that Loma fight, he might lose that. He might lose that fight. You know, that everybody gonna come down on Tank and say, oh, he's this, he's that, he's the other. But he's gonna need a really good game plan to beat Vasily Lomachenko. Yeah, Lomachenko is beatable, so we'll see. We'll see if he could take away Lomachenko's best attributes. But he's gonna need that footwork. He's gonna need that footwork to take that away. And if he don't got that footwork, he's gonna get. You know, he gets outboxed. He does get outboxed, and that Loma might just be his kryptonite. Because Loma knows how to make adjustments. You know, and make it difficult. Because Loma comes on strong down the stretch. He's not gonna fade. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. But yeah, I think that Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, Devin Haney, those guys are gonna get Tank fits. Teofimo Lopez, not so much. They're both gonna stand in front of each other and fight. So Tank will have a good opportunity to do what he does. But Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, they don't stand in front of you directly. They always are constantly shifting, changing gears and changing stances and stuff like that. You know, Ryan had to cheat to try to get that advantage over Devin Haney. You know, he had to cheat. He wasn't going to do it straight up and down at all. And everybody saying, well, you know, the drugs didn't help him and blah. I said, well, I take him, man. Why take him if he knew it was going to help him? You know what I mean? So that's what I got for you guys. I'm What You Need. You were watching my channel. I hope you guys like what you're seeing. Don't forget you can like, hate, subscribe, share. You know, you can donate via PayPal. The link is in the chat section. I'm not going to catch you guys later. Don't forget you can smash the like button. I know some of you will smash the like button. And others of you are going to be haters and sit down in the corner because y'all Tank fanboys. I know Tank fanboys be coming through here. I know what it is. But I just had to break that information because there's narratives coming out here. And y'all need to know Bob Arum's a nasty guy. He a dirty dude. And when you starting to leave his top rank, he going to say all kinds of ugly, negative things about you. Did the same with Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, Mikey Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, and the list goes on and on. All right, the guy's, he's grimy. And ESPN is grimy. And this is the way how they do things. So they're trying to do in Shakur Stevenson. Don't buy into the fucking narrators. Because these guys, they ass. Israel Garcia says, mindset says Shakur is great, but he's gotta be, hold on a second there. Yo, he disappeared on me. Hold on a second. Let me see what you were saying. Yeah, sorry about that there, folks. I kind of came offline. Don't forget to smash the like button. I know some of y'all will do that. Yeah, y'all was saying something. Let me see what y'all was saying. I can't see it. Try again. Yo, hold on a second, people. Hold on a second. I'm gonna sort this out in a second. All right. Boom. Shakalaka. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that jab was money. TMT. Shakur is great, but he got to be patient with his career. I don't think it's much about patience with his career, my friend. Just to say, I think it's more about just him being a little bit more staying on game, staying on game. But like I said, I feel like they're setting him up. They're setting up Shakur. They try to set him up there, and it ain't gonna work. The facts are laid out in front of us. So the facts are what they are. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. I am What You Need. You have been watching my channel. I hope you like, share, subscribe. You can hate on it too. I don't care. Leave your comments in the comment section when the stream is over, as well as you can donate via PayPal. The link is in the description. I will see you guys later. I'm WattUNeed. Peace.